WFLA Now will begin momentarily. WFLA Now will begin momentarily. Live from WFLA Studios, top stories, breaking news, interactive coverage in the palm of your hand. This is Stream Center Live. Here's JB Biunno.
A video that has taken the internet by storm, with conspiracy theories running rampant as well surrounding Kate Middleton, Prince William, and the royal family. What do you actually believe? We are live in the Stream Center to break down what we know, the whole lot that we don't know, and to answer your questions live. Hello there to you folks. JB here with you in the Stream Center with two of WFLA.com's very best producers joining us here in the Stream Center. Rachel Tucker in the top right-hand portion of your screen. Rachel, good to have you here.
This is crazy to be on the other side of it for once.
Right. You are usually making all the magic happen behind the scenes, and
That's
here
true.
you are today, and now you're actually on stream with us. Welcome.
Thank you. Do you have a censor button?
I might need it
At
with
the ready.
knowing you, right? I mean, we might have to install that button. I need more buttons here in the Stream Center. Casey Sloan, digital content producer as well, extraordinaire, also behind a Bucks bonus, so one of our shows here at WFLA. How you doing, Casey?
I'm doing great. Doing good. Excited to talk about Kate Middleton.
Yeah, because this is, okay, so this is one of those stories, folks, where we are in the newsroom talking about it and trying to figure out what is actually happening here. And so it's a conversation that we're having in the newsroom. And then, of course, I talk to Rachel. I talk to Casey. I say to myself, guys, if we're having the conversation here in the newsroom, we should be having it on a live stream, because this is all anyone is talking about right now in the world of social media. And it all revolves around Kate Middleton and now this viral TMZ video that you're looking here on the center of your screen, folks. Hello there to the chat. Hello to Michelle. Hello to Debbie. Hello to T. A lot of folks joining us in the comment section. We're going to be bringing in your comments momentarily, but let's break down the timeline. Kate Middleton, international celebrity, probably, you guys, what, on the top 5, maybe on the Mount Rushmore, if you will. We'll go with an American sort of reference here to start, but probably on the Mount Rushmore of most recognizable people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, her, Prince William.
Their wedding was a whole
God.
huge deal. Yeah. The world stopped.
International affair.
Yeah.
This is quite literally the royal family. Of course, tons of headlines as well surrounding Harry and Meghan Markle too. And for once, it feels like they are B-side to the A-side conversation, which is Kate Middleton and Prince William. I am by no means a royal expert. Let's get that out of the way immediately. But what I do know is that people are talking about this story because there's tremendous concern out there about the health of Kate Middleton. First, the image comes out. And the image, and I'll load that image up here in a little bit, but we have an image that comes out that's revealed to be doctored, an image of Kate and the 3 kids. And then this TMZ viral video comes out that allegedly shows Kate Middleton and Prince William walking through what appears to be what we know as a farmer's market sort of atmosphere in the UK. And everyone is asking a simple question. Do you actually think that that is Prince William and Princess Kate in this video? So we are running a poll on our website, and the short link to get there, we have, you guys ready for a new animation? Watch this. You ready for this? Look at this. You can go to www.heyjb.live and it will take you to the poll that you see on the bottom of the screen. You guys like the animation? What do you think?
Yeah.
That's new. That's
Actually,
new.
not gonna
Shout
lie.
out to our graphics team. So we have this question on the bottom of your screen. Do you think it's Prince William and Princess Kate in the TMZ video? And we want to get this vote count as high as possible because I am genuinely curious as to whether or not people see this video and see Kate Middleton and Prince William, or do they see something else? When I first saw this video, Rachel and Casey, I had a very, very particular reaction to it. I'll reveal that later because I don't want my sort of opinion to kind of muddy the waters, so to speak. But clearly, people are either very much seeing Kate and Prince William, or they're not. Who wants to go first and kind of dive in here with what they are seeing with this video, and also to what we're hearing out of the UK?
I will. I'll jump in there.
Go for it, Rachel.
Okay. At first, I didn't think it was either of them, but then I saw a zoomed in clip, and I was like, wait, it really could be. Prince William should take off the hat. That would solve it immediately. It really does look like Kate Middleton, though. But at the same time, it's kind of uncanny valley. Maybe it might not be her. Don't know.
The hat is certainly an obstacle. Casey, what do you see?
See, here's my thing. Okay, not to be conspiracy theorist, whatever, but like, I understand she just recovered from surgery, and people look different after like serious surgeries, medical procedures, things like that. When I first saw this, I was literally like, that really doesn't look like her. The walk is different, and I want to point out that is a wreath on the barn or whatever, and it looks like Christmas lights, does it not?
What you're saying is that you're not sure if this video was recently taken.
Either that or it's not them. You know, like I've seen things on social media that's been talking about like what is up with the decorations in the background. It might not be them. Like it could be them, but is it recent? Which is a whole other point.
How many people are combing through
A lot.
all the clues in this video? Is this like one of those videos now that everyone is zooming in and analyzing?
I feel like you have to after the pictures. I mean, AP like issued a kill on the picture. I feel like everything that they're doing is so like under a microscope right now because of that one incident.
I'm going to load up that photo, the photo, of course, that we are referencing here, and see if I can. Is that this photo? I think it's this photo. Is that it? Yes, here it is. Okay, so here is the photo that we are, of course, talking about, the photo that I'm sure people have seen by now. This is a manipulated photo, and we have to state that now. Media outlets, press outlets across the country, around the world, have to say that now. In fact, it's in the top right-hand portion of the screen. It's a little bit cut off there next to Rachel, but it says it's a manipulated photo because after this photo was put out to sort of, I guess you could say, to quell public concern.
Yes.
This photo was analyzed, as Casey's referencing, people zooming in, and there are obvious artifacts on this photo. You guys deal with photos quite a bit for WFLA.com, and all it takes is a simple zoom in here to see that there are some really obvious artifacts. This photo is not real.
Yeah.
It has been doctored. And so that started this ball rolling down the hill. And it's a very slippery slope, with conspiracy theorists out there. People asking, okay, why was the photo manipulated? Why was the photo doctored? Now, there was a statement that was put out, correct?
Yes. I have it pulled up.
Yeah, you have it pulled up.
Yeah.
What did the statement say?
Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Please.
It's from the Prince and Princess of Wales. This is on their Twitter page. It says, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I want to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. C.
That's, of course, C being her
Catherine,
signature,
yes.
right? So, okay. So owning up to the fact that the photo isn't the real deal, so to speak, right? So that sets us off now with this TMZ video. And the TMZ video is just absolutely wild because it's just grainy enough, Rachel. It's just grainy enough. Like they're zooming in there and it looks like it could be Kate, but then it also, I mean, okay, so there's Kate from her most recent appearance, December 25th, Christmas, of course, of last year. And people have been commenting about her build, about whether or not the face matches. There's some high-res photos of Kate. Now we can look here at the video again. The hat with the man that they are saying is Prince William. There's The Sun, of course, a publication in the UK, putting out there. It's great to see you again, Kate, as well. It's just grainy enough, and you have to zoom in just enough where you can't make out for certain as to whether or not this is Kate Middleton.
That is so crazy to me because it is. It's just grainy enough. And in the age of everyone having a good phone in their pocket, a good camera, why so grainy?
Why aren't there other videos coming out? If they were out in public, where are the other videos, right? Where are the other videos? Again, we're here, folks, on in the Stream Center to try to get some votes going here because I'm really curious as to what people think as to whether or not that's actually Prince William and Princess Kate in the TMZ video. You see the vote counter on the bottom of your screen. We've got 87 votes at the moment. The only way to vote in the poll is by going to www.heyjb.live, and you can vote in the poll there. We're just trying to get a better idea as to what people see. I'm really curious as to what people see. Going back to the last, you know what this reminds me of? I know it sounds crazy, but it reminds me of the Gabby Petito days when all the photos and videos were coming out of Brian Laundrie. And people were zooming in, and it was anybody who had a shaved head and some facial hair that was immediately Brian Laundrie. And people just trying to determine if what they are seeing is actually the person that they are looking for. Man, I don't know. Let's get to some of the comments that are coming in, some questions. Let's point out as well that, again, the palace has indicated that Princess Kate had a planned abdominal surgery. I was doing a little bit of homework before this stream as to, abdominal surgery is no joke, okay? Any surgery is of course no joke, but when you're talking about your midsection abdominal surgery, there's a lot of different things that could be, and there's also an expected lengthy recovery window depending, of course, on the surgery that you're talking about. But 2 to 3 months is pretty standard with abdominal surgery. So her being out of the public eye from January, February into March isn't all that crazy. So are people reading too much into this, or is something actually going on and there's all of this international uproar over one of the most recognizable human beings on the planet for good reason because she actually does have a health complication and people are rightfully concerned? I really, being an American and so disconnected from everything going on with the royal family, I don't know.
People with too much time on their hands are having a great time.
Yes. Yeah.
People sitting at home on the internet.
Social media sleuths.
Exactly.
Yes.
Is this a sleuthing kind of story to you?
I mean, it's looking at 2 pictures in a video.
Yeah. Depends on who you ask.
For sure. I get why people in the UK care because they pay their salaries. They do, I think, have a right to know what is going on with the royals.
People want to know if Kate's okay. I genuinely don't see anything wrong with people wanting to know if a beloved member of the royal family, an international icon, is doing well. And the amount of updates have been few and far between. Cindy says here, #HeyJB, what are your thoughts on the reliability of TMZ? And then being behind the photo of Kate and Mom in the car and Kate and William and Kate in video at the farmer's market. So, and so TMZ,
they've kind of evolved over time because if you had asked me that 10 years ago, absolutely not. Yeah. But they break like significant stories.
They do.
And they turn out to be true.
They do. And I think it has to be stated that their accuracy record isn't 100%. No one at TMZ is going to pretend that they get it right 100% of the time. But they are reputable enough that when TMZ comes into our newsroom, whether it's a celebrity death, a photo, a video, or something that we need, we don't just push that aside. We take that seriously. If TMZ is reporting something, that's something worth investigating and looking into because more times than not, they're onto it first and they're onto something significant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't have a 100% track record. None of us do in the media. It's just a matter of how reliable you think that they are. And to me, TMZ, I think, Rachel, I think you hit the nail on the head. TMZ's reliability has gotten better over the years. And we pay attention to TMZ. Of course we do.
Absolutely.
You have to. Because they're well sourced, they're well connected, and they get a lot of things before others. Now, other press outlets, other media outlets might not have run this because it might not have met their standard, the burden that they have to reach to actually publish a video or an image. But it met TMZ's level, their threshold for being able to publish it, and of course now it has the internet talking.
I mean, even like known reputable outlets like the Associated Press had to retract that doctored image, and they put it out for several hours.
Yep,
we posted it. Actually,
we had it. Everyone had it. Everyone had the doctored image. So look, the Sun, that's what is referred to as a tabloid to many. Ran it on their front page, and again, I'm really curious to see the poll votes. So again, go to our website, go to www.heyjb.live, and you can vote in the poll there. For our international audience, because you can't access that website outside of the U.S. and Canada, we made a kind of a custom URL. You can go to world.heyjb.live, and it will take you to the international version of the same poll, but all the votes get tabulated there. At the bottom of your screen, and we'll start to, of course, get to those results here in just a little bit. Okay, what else do we have in the comment section? Just kind of paying attention. Oh, here's a great question from Sky. This one coming into our website, coming into heyjb.live. Where's the security?
Right? I was thinking that too. Do they not have like British Secret Service?
Yeah.
Like American politicians or officials or whatever would never do that.
No.
Now we are, so here's the thing. In the United States, everyone has security. Everyone's got security when it comes to A-list celebrities, politicians. You can't just walk around and about in many places without having a security detail. I don't know what the security detail looks like for the royal family and how common it is. Like, or do they have just one person with them, an entire team? Are there snipers up on the rooftop every time that they go out into public? I don't know what the security detail looks like for the royals. Do you guys?
I'm imagining in my head those guys who stand outside of Buckingham Palace with the hats.
Yes.
Just following behind.
Just following them around, carrying, and just being stoic and super focused on their job.
I appreciate that level of dedication. I could never.
I don't know what, and we don't know too. If we look here at the video again when it cycles back, we don't know that there isn't security in this video. They
could be far behind,
kind of looming.
Yeah, I do know. I mean, they for sure do have security. Like Prince Harry the judge ruled that he was not unfairly stripped of his security detail. So they definitely do have security with them.
You would hope so. They're royalty.
I mean, yeah.
So then there you see, a couple, and there's a guy there that's kind of walking behind, and
I just can't get over the decorations.
You're
I
stuck
really
on
can't.
That.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a conspiracy, but I think Kensington Palace released it to kind of get ahead of these conspiracies that are already happening. To be like, look, she's fine.
This is something that is a very new age problem, right? Conspiracy theories running rampant on the internet, and how does Buckingham Palace, how do they actually
curb all of it?
Yeah.
Especially with AI and all of that now. Like, it's becoming easier for people to fake things, so.
All right, so again, we're just going to analyze the video, and we're going to try to keep the train on the tracks when it comes to conspiracy theories, because I know that we could get really deep into the conspiracy theories. We're going to try our very best to have an objective conversation here with what we are looking at with this video. So Woolen Feet says she's too tall compared to him. So let's actually analyze this.
I'm about
for
to
a
get on
second.
Google Images.
Yep. Can you guys look up some heights for me? I do. Okay. William,
Kate is 5'9".
Yes.
Kate is 5'9", and William
6'3", allegedly.
So
6'3". Well, William's 6'3".
Right?
I guess he is taller than Harry, and when I see them together, it's a noticeable height difference. But there's also he's closer to the camera than she is. But at the
it's all about angles.
Oh, here we go.
Depth of field.
Well, that of course they're walking downstairs.
And she probably has heels on in that. And she didn't in the other video.
Heels absolutely come into play. I don't know. I don't know. But 5'9". Yeah, 5'9" and 6'3", you said? So that's a 6-inch difference. Okay. Well, you might be onto something there. We'll go to various comments. You can use hashtag HeyJB to get my attention in the comments section. So I like how I'm really grateful that we have this comment from Pete. It's from Facebook. Okay. Facebook Pete says, "Good Pete. Lord, leave these people alone." And I genuinely believe when I take this comment that there's so much. This is Pete. I want to be clear. This is all well intentioned with all of the attention that Kate is receiving. People are genuinely concerned about Kate's health. She's a mother of 3. She just had abdominal surgery. She's, of course, under intense international scrutiny at all times because she's a royal. And she's beloved. I mean, Kate Middleton is beloved, right? Yeah. And not just in the UK, but around the world. So all of the attention that this story is receiving, I think one of the reasons that we're live with it is because there's so much positive energy out there surrounding this. In addition to the conspiracy theories, the positive energy is just that people want Kate to be okay.
Of course. Well, she was hospitalized for almost 2 weeks before going home to recover. So obviously it was a major surgery. And, you want them to get better. I don't think anyone has any legitimate ill will towards her.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the people in the anti-monarchy movement in the UK.
The anti-monarchy movement?
Oh, yeah. I forget what I wrote for their signs that they had. Oh, they had "Down with the Crown" signs recently.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's part of the disconnect here for us in the United States. I'm totally unfamiliar with that.
We fought a whole war over that.
I mean, we certainly did.
I went to Florida public school, but I did learn that.
Yeah. The Revolutionary War was very much something I learned in school too. I'm trying to figure out as to what we can learn from this story as well, because there's also, speaking of school. And Casey, I know you're in school right now. Actually, you're studying for your master's.
Correct.
There is a section of communication called crisis communication, and you learn about transparency and you learn how to communicate to the public when there's so much attention being paid to a particular narrative. The narrative right now with the UK, with the royals, is that we haven't seen Kate in a long time, and there's genuine concern for her well-being. How you handle that from a PR perspective is fascinating because there has been so little, right? What is the most recent statement that has been put out on this story? Is it the one about the doctored image? Is that would you consider that to be the most?
When I looked at their Twitter page, that was the most recent one.
Yeah, so let's go to Brittany's comment here. Brittany, originally I thought it was her. However, this woman looks younger and extremely thin. Would they really allow Kate out and about with a big announcement looming? Buckingham Palace also said that she wouldn't be back until around this time. So many question marks, from the Photoshop photo to unreliable videos. It's fair to have all these questions surrounding her whereabouts. And again, Brittany, I really appreciate the comment. Again, I think so much of it is well-intentioned. That's what people are getting mixed up about this story. People just want Kate to be okay. And they just want some affirmation, some thumbs up, some acknowledgement that people are genuinely concerned about her well-being.
I feel like if they heard it from her herself, rather than through, the PR department as a proxy, I feel like that would help a lot.
Yeah.
To put people at ease.
Not to mention that I'm always focused on optics too. We are so used to having tremendous accessibility to celebrities now. If this was impacting, if there was any genuine concern about someone's health here in the United States.
If this was Taylor Swift, the Swifties would solve it.
Yeah, they figured it out
within
immediately.
minutes. Yeah.
Right.
They'd be outside the hospital.
Yeah.
But all it would take is Taylor Swift going Instagram live for 1 second, saying, "Hey everybody, trip down some stairs today. it stinks. I, broke my ankle, whatever it may be, and just say everything's going to be okay. I hope to have updates for you soon.
Yeah.
And then, boom, you have direct to consumer accessibility. Can Kate Middleton just kind of go Instagram live if she feels like? I don't think that's really like in.
Yeah, I don't know, because at the same time you do like respect their privacy, because she did just have a major surgery, so it just goes back and forth,
We are so used to having direct access to
Yeah.
athletes, celebrities,
Yeah.
A-listers in this country, but with the royal family, it's just different.
Yeah.
They have had a long-standing slogan with regard to public relations, which is never complain, never explain. And in
Yeah.
the age of social media, I don't think that's enough.
Yeah,
No.
that doesn't
No.
hold up very well in the year 2024.
No.
It doesn't.
Because people are curious.
People, oh my God, they take their curiosity to the internet, and as Rachel noted, some people have a lot of free time on their hands.
Yes.
able
Not
to
judging. Me too.
able to really go down the rabbit hole. Alan Smith says #AJB. It's definitely them. Okay.
I could see it being them.
And there are a lot of people. Again, if you we're trying to get as many votes as possible, so go to ajb.live. You'll be able to vote. It's a one-tap, easy to vote in poll. You can also submit a comment there that goes directly to the Stream Center. We're not trying to sell you on or track you or anything like that. It's just a one-tap, simple poll.
And see, I also feel like people, like the growing concern for her health is also because King Charles announced that he had cancer.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
happened around the same time.
Yeah, it was like back to back. So now everybody's like, okay, what is going on?
Because they addressed his thing very quickly.
Yeah,
I feel.
and there's very clear pictures of him
That's true.
of recent. So why so different with her?
Kate was photographed, I think on March 5th in a car. And I think people said the driver was her mother, but the palace didn't comment on that. They didn't say whether it was her or not, or what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, wondering about this from Kate's perspective. If it's very quiet on the public front with what is being released right now, is that whose call is that? To release so little, whose decision is it to say, nope, we're not going to bow to public pressure. That is not what we do. That is not our strategy. This is royal life. The tabloids are going to run crazy. The conspiracy theorists are going to run crazy. Social media is going to lose their minds. But we stay the course. Who makes that? Is that the palace, or is that Kate saying, I'm not comfortable with a statement being put out? I'm not comfortable with an image being put out. How much control does Kate Middleton have over her own image and really her own PR narrative?
Well, yeah, that's the question. I hope some folks from the UK will chime in. Maybe
let
they
us
have
know.
more
I
would love
insight
that.
onto the inner
Yeah.
workings of the royals.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would hope that as a human being, you have a say in in what you can release about your own well-being. It's your health.
Yeah.
You would hope that if you had a heart and you knew that people were thinking about you at all hours of the day, not even thousands, millions of people wondering about you and wondering about your health, you would hope that you would have the freedom to put something out and say, hey, just, it's been a slow recovery process. It's been difficult, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
But does she have the freedom to be able to put something out like that? I really don't know, to your point, or was it, Rachel, was it you? The inner workings of the royals?
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like.
Maybe the British public doesn't know either. Maybe it's intentionally vague.
Mm-hmm.
Let's okay. Here's an interesting point from Cecilia. Casey's gonna love this. #KJB. If she's been missing for a while, especially there, why aren't people at the tables turning their heads? Well, maybe because they didn't realize it was Kate, or maybe because it's just not Kate at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
But
Yeah.
okay, here's a perfect example. If this was Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift went to a farmer's market
Please.
in
Flooded.
Sustainable produce.
any state in this country, anywhere, yeah, it would be immediate. People would be surrounded. It's like almost the American expectation. What would you, Casey, if you saw Taylor Swift out at a farmer's market,
Mm-hmm.
your initial gut reaction is to do what?
Probably just stand there and stare at her. If I'm being completely honest, like I don't know, I just like freeze. But honestly, probably just take a picture. I don't want to go up to her, you know.
You get your phone out.
Yeah.
Be like,
Which
it's Taylor Swift.
another reason why is there only one video
Right.
that we know of from this moment.
And we don't know that there aren't more.
Right.
There's a chance that there are other videos that are out there that just haven't. But
Mm-hmm.
in the world of social media these days, videos get circulated so fast. The idea that there's only one video of this farmer shop appearance, I just
I don't know.
the reason that
I
we are
know.
the reason we are live with this story is because these questions are mind blowing, and they just give you that feeling like something's not right.
Yeah.
Like something you want Kate Middleton to be okay. You want the royal family to be okay. The philanthropic work that they do, and of course, we follow that enough to know how much hope the royal family provides to people in the United Kingdom, and how much they are a symbol for that country's identity, and how they are really outstanding role models for their country and for the international community. It's just you want her to be okay. You want him to be okay. You want them to be a big happy family with the royals, and you just don't. There's a lot of uncertainty these last few weeks.
I will say about how far the breach of privacy has gone. People at the hospital where Kate was treated, the London clinic, it's basically the UK's version of Walter Reed Hospital here in the US. They said they're investigating a breach where someone involved in the hospital or a staff member tried to access her medical records.
Yeah.
And they just put out a statement today saying that the employees are, quote, acutely aware, end quote, of their, quote, individual, professional, ethical, and legal duties with regards to patient confidentiality.
So what this amounts to is that somebody there at that medical facility was trying to look up her records.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
that-
going to find out what happened on their own.
I mean,
It's illegal here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have laws in here that protect your medical records, and you would imagine that it's extremely similar in the United Kingdom. So, what's the latest on that? Anything new on that in the last couple days, or
Just that they're investigating it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, they also said there is no place for those intentionally breaching the trust of patients or their colleagues.
Yeah.
but it just goes to show that the level of fascination in the UK is palpable, and you would hope that Kate Middleton's medical records stay you should be able to control the narrative yourself, and that's what you would hope for, is that if Kate wants her her medical journey to be public knowledge, that she has control over that. If she wants it to remain private, then it can remain private. No one should have their medical information divulged if they strictly just do not feel comfortable with it. At least that's what I believe. I'd like to try to get to, let's see if we can get to 500 votes. I'm genuinely serious. We're going to try to get to 500 votes on this poll. You see it there on the bottom of your screen. We've eclipsed 200. And we're going to try to get to 500 because I'm really curious. The more the votes that we get, the better, the more accuracy that we have on whether or not people genuinely feel that it's Kate and William in this video. All right, so how do you vote? There's two ways to vote. I will stake my reputation on it. This is not a means to sell you a product or throw an advertisement in your face or anything like that. It is a simple one-click poll that we have universally across all of our platforms. So if you're joining us on Facebook Live, you're joining us on YouTube Live, you have one place to go for one singular poll, and we're asking you the question at the bottom of your screen: do you think it's Prince William and Princess Kate in the TMZ video? And you go to that poll by visiting in a web browser. Just open up a web browser and go to www.heyjb.live. You'll see the poll pop up. You hit yes or no. You can submit a comment there if you'd like, and that is it. For our international audience outside of the US and Canada, you can go to world.heyjb.live, and it's a shortcut directly to the poll there. as well for our international audience. So we'll try to get that that count up, and then at the moment that we eclipse that number, we'll try to get to 500. We'll reveal the results of the poll here live from the WFLA Now Stream Center. Live with Rachel Tucker, Casey Sloan. Is it you guys your first time on stream for both of you?
Yes.
So what do you think so far?
Yes.
At first, I was really nervous,
I
but
was
now
too.
it just feels like a conversation.
Now I just feel like we're talking in the newsroom, right?
Right? Oh, that's awesome.
Casey, you've produced a lot of streams too.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
You got to talk about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's really all that matters for me.
There is like, it's comparable though, no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Imagine if this was happening to like our president or first lady, you know?
You could argue
Or
that Taylor
vice
Swift is as
president.
big as our president, or
Yes.
this is a woman who
probably
went on
bigger.
tour and quite literally stimulated the
Yeah.
United States
Yeah, yeah.
economy. So there's a level of, there's a parallel there, no doubt. And yes, to think about it from that perspective, if Taylor Swift disappeared
Oh my
for
God.
2 months, it would be, let me pop up on camera. Let me look into the camera and say, pandemonium.
An international tragedy.
People
Yeah.
would lose their minds.
They would.
So Kate Middleton disappears in the UK, and I would like to think that people in the UK aren't as high and low as we are here in the United States. We lose our minds a lot more easily, I think, than people in the UK do.
That's
So
fair.
That's true.
so if they're starting to lose their minds across the pond, so to speak, I mean, can you imagine what it would be like here with Taylor Swift?
Oh, it would be insane. People would be staking out her house.
It would be a lot.
People already showed up to her producer's wedding, even though, like, I don't even think she was there. But they swamped this poor man's wedding with, like, 100 people. So imagine if they thought their T Swift was in danger.
It'd be insane. Are there paparazzi in the UK? There are,
Oh,
obviously.
the UK
Oh,
has
yeah.
a storied history with the paparazzi, and they only after the death of Princess
well,
Diana
Diana,
kind
right.
of cracked down on that.
But I guess
But the sentiment is
I know
still
that
there.
there's paparazzi in the UK. I'm not right. I guess what I'm asking is how does it compare to the United States? Because paparazzi, especially in certain areas like Hollywood, very aggressive. I would imagine it's as aggressive, or if not more aggressive, with the royals in the UK. But really, do we know?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. In my own opinion, I feel like they probably respect their privacies more over there than we do here.
Basically, that Americans are not as respectful as,
I mean,
as our
I'm not-
British counterparts, right?
Also, a lot of
Basically.
American
Basically,
celebrities.
yes.
we tend to be a little more rude here in the United States.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We just go for
unapologetically.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of brash and we know it. They're more civilized in the United Kingdom, no?
Yeah, they drink tea and stuff.
Yeah.
Tea and crumpets.
Tea and crumpets.
We're gonna offend so many people.
Let's
No.
I want to okay, so Ryan says, if it was them, why is there only one video?
That's what I'm saying.
Where are the other
why,
angles?
Why hasn't any civilian at the store come out and said, yes, it's her?
Yeah, we would see especially with all of the attention that the video is getting now, we would see other angles, I think, unless they were on an empty street or something like that.
Well, you also would think that TMZ would try and find and see if different people have different angles, you know?
True.
Sally Beth says, I would be very surprised if it was indeed her. I do believe it is Prince William. He holds his mouth showing teeth like this picture. Interesting. So here's another thing, too. If she hasn't been seen for a few months, undergoes abdominal surgery, right? You can expect there to be some physical transformation. Surgery
Yes.
is a
Oh, yeah.
taxing
Yeah.
physical experience. So weight loss. I mean, I think most people have commented on the lady in this video and said, okay, this is somebody who looks noticeably thinner than Kate Middleton at her most recent appearance, which was, of course, during Christmas. And so that that does add up now.
Yes.
If you went through surgery and it did, of course, have a very taxing sort of impact on your body, it would make you perhaps more slender, slimmer. And that could be what we are seeing here, I still think the height is interesting. Is that a 6-inch height difference right there?
I don't know.
Is Prince William actually 6'3"?
Is he wearing lifts in his shoes? Comment below.
And I know that. See that harkens back to Florida, and
Yeah.
See, it's all
we're
comes
not
full
going to go there.
circle.
We're not going to go there. Not going to go there. Let's see. We'll go to some other comments. And again, if you vote on www.heyjb.live, you can submit a comment there, and those comments have a better chance of sticking on my scrolling comment screen here. So this one coming from there. Kelly says, I don't think it's either William or Kate. Definitely a double. I pray she's okay. Okay.
I've seen that also on social media. I have also seen that.
Yeah.
Is there any chance in the world that these are doubles?
I mean,
Maybe.
never say never, but it's unlikely. This reminds me of a conspiracy in the One Direction fandom where people thought that Louis Tomlinson's girlfriend was actually 2 different women posing as his girlfriend. That's all I have to say about that.
Is
I was gonna
It's
say,
a
I don't remember
thing.
that one.
So I'm sorry, I'm not really well versed.
It would be weird
They're
if
British.
you were.
Yeah, it would be weird,
All but one.
See, exactly. Yeah.
but it's fair to assume that Kate Middleton and Prince William, Princess Kate, Prince William, have doubles, right? That's relatively common for
I don't know.
high profile international celebrities / icons, if you will, or even world leaders, for there to be, doubles to make sure that they could guarantee the safety of a particular individual in a situation where they think that a double is necessary. So again, we promised the beginning of this stream that we weren't going to delve too much into conspiracy theories, but it has to be stated that there are people out there that definitely believe that doubles should be part of the conversation here. That Kate Middleton and Prince William's doubles are undoubtedly part of the conversation.
I'm not a body double expert.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
I
I
see
don't
why
know.
Me
people
neither.
think that, but I think she was just on bed rest for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't eat a lot. She's probably in pain and on different medications. So it happens. I think that is the correct solution to this.
Manda Panda says #Hey Rachel, like that.
For me?
Oh my God, a fellow directioner. LOL. Now I instantly love you.
Oh my
Look
God,
at
Thank
that.
you.
fan.
Oh my God, my first fan.
Look at that. I
Wow.
love #Hey Rachel. Let's get a #Hey Casey going here
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, you
Spell-
can use the K and the letter C
Oh, okay.
if you prefer.
Okay.
That's branding.
Just
Yeah, that's
you're-
my Twitter username.
you have it KAYCEE, but you'll respond to either.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yep, no preference.
No. All right, Anna says it is Catherine and William that she sees it. It's just, man, the hat. You had to wear the hat, William,
I
right?
know.
You had to wear the hat.
That would have been definitive. That would have quashed this
Yeah,
conspiracy theory.
Because
There's no denying his hairline.
the hair, right? Sorry, William.
I-
Not that you're ever
it
going to watch this
happens,
stream,
it
but
happens.
you
You're
look-
still a dignified person.
yeah, nothing's
Yeah.
going to take that away from you.
No.
You are quite dignified, but the hairline, it's pretty unmistakable, no?
Yeah.
Correct.
So if you, but you know what? The sun and their snapshot with
I do think it looks like him
It
in that
does.
picture.
Yeah, it does. When
It
you see it
does.
closer, you see his nose.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like him. A little bit.
It's just her that I'm stuck on.
I don't
Right.
know. Why didn't
You know,
someone bring
I
their
think-
4K
you know, I think
camera?
You're right. I think there's more certainty here than we're looking at William than it is that we are looking at Kate.
Yeah.
But then it would be completely bonkers if William was walking around
With the
with a
double.
Kate Middleton lookalike or double. That's even more bizarre. Okay, let me put this question to our audience. As we're getting closer to 500 votes, by the way. Again, go to www.heyjb.live to vote. We are going to reveal the results of our poll at 500 votes. I promise you.
It's for science. You should do it.
Science. Is there any chance this is just 2 random people walking down the street?
I actually thought that at first.
Yeah,
I
that
was
could
like,
be the case too.
Get rid of the doubles. Get rid of the lookalikes. is this just like Todd and Mary going to the farmer's market and they just happen to bear resemblance to
And someone
the royal
just
couple?
gave it to TMZ.
That was really what I thought at first.
Yeah.
I was like, these poor people just doing their shopping.
But then where are they?
Right?
Why don't they come out and say something? If that were the case, you know? So many different theories.
By the way, this market is only like a mile away from Windsor Palace, so could be them. That's where they live.
That's true.
You're right. That adds up. The geography of it adds up.
Right.
But if it was a mile away, you would imagine that there's a lot of curious onlookers, all with smartphones in their pocket, ready to snap a picture or a video or both, or just go up. Would you go up to that person?
No.
I need to see closer.
So the person who took this video, let's walk through the scenario for a second. Okay, play with me. Person sees the couple and says, "Oh my God, it's Prince William and Princess Kate." Oh my God. Takes out their phone and says, I'm gonna get a video. I'm just gonna follow them, which by the way is really awkward, by the way. You ever been out in public and someone's just like following you with a camera? That in and of itself is awkward.
That has not happened to me.
No, I'm not famous.
It's just strange, okay? But would you ever go up to these to those, if you saw a celebrity in public, is your natural inclination to just snap a video of them so you could post it to your socials? Or is it would you go up to that person and be like, "Oh my God, you're Kate Middleton. I'm such a huge fan. Oh my God, you're Taylor Swift. Huge fan." If Taylor Swift was walking in a farmer's market, there's no way, Casey, that everyone would just like keep their distance. People would swarm Taylor.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on where you are. I feel like Kansas City has been pretty chill with her, given her and Travis. I feel like they haven't. But if she was in New York, yeah, those people are going to swarm her.
Sure.
Yeah.
You think that if Taylor Swift was walking around,
I wouldn't go up to her?
You wouldn't go up to her?
No.
You'd be terrified?
Yes.
you would be absolutely frightened.
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
No. But also I'm a hater, so.
She doesn't like Taylor Swift.
Okay, I'm not a hater.
Swifties are going to come for you.
I wonder. I think I would be embarrassed to get it wrong.
Well, yeah, that happens all the time where people be like, "Look, I got a picture with someone famous, but it's very clearly not."
I have a friend, a very close friend of mine, that looks exactly like Ted Danson. And I don't think you guys know who Ted Danson is.
A very specific type of person would want to come up to the Ted Danson like.
And every time that I go out with this friend, every time, without fail, people come up. "Oh my God, you're Ted Danson!" And my friend, just because he's got a sick sense of humor, plays along.
That's hilarious.
And completely does the whole Ted Danson thing.
I would absolutely lean into it.
Oh yeah,
100%.
He leans into it. It's hilarious. We laugh every single time, and it's uncanny how much my friend looks like Ted Danson. So, if he's getting attention like that, can you imagine an international icon like Kate Middleton just walking in a farmer's market and people not coming? Where are the swarms of people that are, and also too, people in the background? Why don't other people have their phones out and looking like, "Oh my God, that's our princess"?
Yeah, that guy in the hoodie you just saw leaning against the wall in the background, is he just not paying attention?
Right. They're all just having tea and crumpets.
Yeah, maybe they're just polite.
Maybe that's the problem.
maybe they're just nice.
So lacking politeness here in the United States. We are like the least polite country in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
We
couldn't handle this here.
Cowboys, and we are deeply dysfunctional when it comes to social relations and social interactions. Maybe that's it.
I think part of the issue is that social media kind of gives you a parasocial relationship with these people where you feel like you really know them. And to an extent you do, but you actually don't know them.
Right, you don't. Kate comes across as extremely proper, as you would expect a royal to come across. I mean, the epitome of class, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's no doubt that behind closed doors, she is more relaxed of an individual, right? You would imagine that
One would hope.
She's not holding herself to this unachievable public standard that she has to, basically exude it all at all times of the day, whenever she's out in public. Because the moment she walks out into public, she's basically Princess Kate, and she's an icon, and there's cameras going to be everywhere, and people are going to come up to her, or so you would think. I'm really happy that Jocks put in this comment, because we are so used to seeing Kate in makeup. And looking, I mean, you could make the argument that she is, and I am not a fashion person, but one of the most stylish people like on the planet. As far as being a fashion icon,
Yeah.
you could argue that Kate Middleton is number one in the entire world. I mean, and again, I'm not a fashion guy. Not even anywhere close. Okay, ask my wife. But every time that you see Kate Middleton walking about in a public appearance, I mean, you are talking about somebody that is impeccably dressed.
Yeah. Very dolled up.
Yeah, hair perfect, makeup perfect.
Yeah.
Every single time.
So to see her in, is that a hoodie?
Yes, but to be fair, she did just have surgery.
Right? No. I'm not.
So I'm like, I also would not wear makeup.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not harking on her appearance at all.
No. I know.
What I'm pointing out is that is it jarring for people to see her so casually?
I think if this was
Probably.
better quality, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you just can't really see her face. You can make out her features, but that's it.
Is this
It's too far.
is what she is wearing in this video immediately the number one Halloween costume this year? The leggings and the sneakers and the pink trim on the.
No.
If you can remember it by Halloween, then sure.
I've never seen her in anything. I think the most dressed down I've ever seen her is like jeans and a nice top.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Casey, do me a solid. I want you to Google Kate Middleton dressed down. Can you? What is the
It's just
most?
gonna be this video.
What is the most casual that she's ever been snapshotted in public? I'm gonna look it up too. Because
All I'm
she's
seeing is jeans
always-
and a nice shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it is throwing people through a loop. Like,
She has worn like athletic pants before, but I can only find one picture.
same. I saw that one too.
Yep. Here
Which
she is
makes
in
sense. Like, are you
jeans.
going to work out in jeans and a fancy dress? No.
No. But she's also not going to a gym. She probably has one. So,
Yeah, these are just her walking around, and they could be planned paparazzi shots.
So the makeup thing is definitely part of it, because we're so used to just immediately reacting to what we see.
yeah.
Every image I've ever really seen of Kate Middleton is something akin to this or this. So to see her in such casual attire, of course, it makes you go, wait, that's not Kate. But is it actually Kate post-surgery just enjoying a morning stroll to the farmer's market? I don't know. We want to get to 500 votes. Excuse me. Want to get to 500 votes. You see the vote counter on the bottom of your screen. 372 votes right now. Try to get to 500. Guys, it's a one-tap poll, and it's as simple as going to www.heyjb.live. And our international audience, that link won't work. Just go to world.heyjb.live. And that way that we can get some more comments coming in as well. In fact, let's go to some of the comments that are coming in. Liz says, wouldn't they be in trouble with the palace for wearing that clothing outside the palace walls? Their appearance is generally too important.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Is it that bad?
I don't know how strict it is.
Yeah.
Like, do
That
they have a
strict?
dress code?
I know they had issues with how Princess Diana dressed sometimes because she wore pants like every single time and made certain statements with what she was wearing. Like she was really intentional about it. But yeah, I don't know how strict their dress code
I don't
is.
either.
How many people in the UK are laughing at us right now?
Oh, so
Probably a
many.
lot.
So
These ignorant
many.
Americans.
if you're over across the way laughing
the
at us right
pond.
now and how little we know about royal life,
It's deserved.
It's
It's
deserved.
fine.
It's,
Yeah.
Roast
it's
us.
1,000,000% deserved, and we embrace it. Totally willing to acknowledge and accept the fact that we know so little about the royals. But that's what makes this a curious stream, is that we can just remove all of our royal knowledge from the equation for a moment and just look at this objectively and try to determine once and for all, like, what are we looking at? What is this video? Is this actually Kate Middleton post-surgery? And look, I haven't pointed this out yet. I hope it's her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I hope she's
for
okay.
sure. 100%, yes.
She looks happy.
Yeah.
walking with her husband, maybe picking out some fruits and vegetables. If I hope it's real, because then it's just her enjoying life.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why people care so much is because they just hope that she's like actually okay and like fine.
Yeah, there are probably some people who are just diving into the conspiracies for the sake of it.
Oh, yeah.
But she is an international icon. So many people like look up to her as a fashion icon, as just someone who's well poised, and for whatever reason, people
Their
like the
wedding,
royals.
their wedding was televised like
It was-
worldwide.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
world
watching it in
stopped.
school.
I watched it.
I'm
in
not
a
kidding.
newsroom.
Yeah. Well, when did they get married?
Question 2014. No, earlier than that.
Oh, then maybe not. Then I didn't watch it in a newsroom.
Royal. Oh my God.
I was like, it was 2011. Yeah, I was like,
2011.
Okay,
I was 11.
Not
years
even
old,
close.
So
Friday, April 29th.
I was in high school.
I was 3 years off. Forgive me. All the Brits out there, forgive me. Kathleen in Cali joining us. Hey, JB. That's definitely not the Royals because the Prince has not been seen in public anymore in athletic shoes.
The hat is weird to me.
Maybe when he was in college for casual shoes, he usually wears brown suede. How do you say that?
I have no idea.
Chucks? Oh, I think brown suede chucks.
Oh, like Converse.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a British brand. Forgot which one. Also, I really don't think they shop like us with plastic bags.
Yeah, why are they just
I know.
out?
If I was a princess, I'm not carrying my bag.
Oh, no.
That's
You've earned your right.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, but
And I just had surgery. You can carry both the bags. Come on.
Yeah, come on, Will. Step it up.
if you were a princess for the rest of your life,
Not
you're
touching a
too good
single
to
thing.
carry your own fruits and vegetables.
Okay, no, I'll
not
be a
doing
humble. I'll be a
anything.
humble princess.
I'm serving looks and going to sleep. That's all I'm doing.
This is Casey's first time on stream. She's trying to save face because, doesn't want to appear like a princess. Let's see here. Okay, so Austin says, looks like his mouth, but that's not Kate. I hope she is okay. Makes me think that she had something happen to her, like a black eye or plastic surgery, so she wants to hide out until recovered. And look, it doesn't matter if it was surgery for something that was ailing her or if it was cosmetic.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a right to private medical history. At least that's my take on it. And if she doesn't want a lot to be put out and she wants, of course, it to remain private, that's of course. But you would hope that with all the people out there that are expressing concern for her well-being, you would hope that it just gets acknowledged in some respect, even from the palace, some kind of a statement or something to that effect. Because
How do you balance the expectation of privacy with, the public's right to know what is going on with the royals?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Good question.
it's a great question. It's a great question. See, some of these questions are just bonkers. Like
I
Barbie.
love that.
Barbie says, #HJB, don't they have a chef? Well,
I didn't even consider that.
Literally, are they
Yeah.
grocery shopping for themselves?
Mind blown. Yeah, why? I mean,
But
that's
again,
just so
it-
weird to me.
goes to Casey's point. If you're royalty, yeah, you probably have someone to carry your bags and cook your meals and do your laundry, but that doesn't mean that you're above those things. You can
That's
still
true.
go shopping.
Edit your own photos.
If I was royal, I love to
Who taught
edit
her
your
to
own
use
photos.
Photoshop?
That's right. I would want to still cook. I would going out, picking your own ingredients, going home and cooking up a meal for you and your
Yeah.
family. That's
I mean,
It's a joy.
they're people
they're
before
human beings.
they became a prince and princess. Like they were. I'm sure they did normal things, probably.
I mean, Prince William didn't.
well, yeah, Kate for sure, probably. I don't know.
Let's see here. To our audience on Facebook Live, to our audience on YouTube Live, welcome to the Stream Center, where we are just shooting the you-know-what around here today. Literally because this is the video that everyone's talking about, and I am genuinely curious about the poll. That's selfishly, that is why we are live. We are live for this poll, and now it has gotten to 400 votes. That means the countdown is on. T-minus 100 votes.
Yay.
And I want to get to 500 if we can. Again, go to www.heyjb.live or world.heyjb.live to vote in this poll and submit a comment that we can bring up on screen. because I want to, okay, is it 50-50?
What do you think it's going to be?
What's
your opinion? What do you think?
I don't want to reveal that yet.
Okay.
I don't want to reveal that yet because that'll
we'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
As it gets closer,
Bias.
as it gets closer to 500, we'll.
Okay.
What do you guys think it's going to be?
I think it's gonna be yes.
You think more people are going to see it?
I think the internet sleuths have made up their minds.
You think the answer majority is going to be yes?
I think so.
But I think
it'll be close. I think it'll be within like 10% of each other.
Okay.
I think they'll say no. They don't think that it's them in the video.
Oh wait, yeah, I got that backwards. Sorry.
Okay, you do.
And most people,
just making sure.
I think most people will vote no, but it'll be close.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking like a 40-60ish kind of split.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to vote. I mean that's how we get to the end goal here of the live stream here, folks. Let's get to some more comments because I love people bringing up the makeup, the height, bringing up just kind of, I mean their attire, all of these different things. Stephanie says #HeyJB, guys, help me out here. I've never seen William wear a baseball cap.
I haven't either, but obviously I don't follow them that close.
Okay, so let's look it up.
What I can recall.
Prince William hat.
Maybe he's experimenting with headwear.
There's several pictures of him in a baseball hat, so.
Okay. So there you go, Stephanie.
Disproven. Oh, there's a picture of him here with a fancy top hat.
By the way, it's fun when you look up just Prince William hat. There's a lot of hats.
Oh, he wore a cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, here he is in a here's a baseball hat. Here's an official. I think that is a naval cap. Here he is with the what do you call the big helmet that the British soldiers wear? The Royal Guards.
Oh, they're like fuzzy on top.
The fuzzy ones. Yeah.
I don't know.
God, you guys are laughing at us so hard in the UK right now.
Hats. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of photos of him in a baseball cap. Here's him in a yarmulke.
Slay.
Look at that.
I'm learning so much.
I'm learning so much.
If anything, that has to 100% be him.
I know. Yeah, I do think it's him.
Because like everybody saw the video and the reaction wasn't like, oh, that's not him.
I'm looking at a picture of a side profile. It looks like him.
I know.
You know what? Let's give TMZ a shout out just because they have shared this video, and you could point to that being a good thing or a bad thing. TMZ has heard it all. Believe me, they have heard everything across the spectrum as far as praise and backlash. But want to point out that TMZ's video is playing here at the center of your screen, and I'd like to know if there's, okay, so I'm scrolling on TMZ's website right now, and I see nothing about this. So have they distanced themselves from this video?
Their story is still up on the website. I saw it earlier.
Right, but if you go to their home, okay, here it is. No,
I did see a video.
It's on the top. It's on the top, and there's a video that they have. Let me just read this. The Kate Middleton sighting that got reported on this week is real after all, because a new video of her during this outing has surfaced and TMZ got a first look. TMZ has obtained a clip that was taken of Kate Saturday while she and Prince William were visiting a business about a mile from their home in Windsor, known as the Windsor Farm Shop, where the Sun reported eyewitnesses saw them out and about this past weekend. Onlookers felt that she looked happy, relaxed, and healthy as she strolled in the store, a supermarket of sorts, and the couple didn't seem to have a care in the world. Their 3 kids weren't with them, but the Sun also claimed that they spent the first part of their Saturday watching the children play sports. At first, there was no real evidence to back up the report, but now the first actual visual of her has surfaced, and it's 100% her. So now, and then TMZ has some more pictures here, but it appears to be from the same exact angle. So I will point, okay, I'll say this about it. I feel like the video makes it's more grainy. The video is more grainy. With some of the stills, it does bear an uncanny resemblance to Kate Middleton. It does.
So TMZ host Charles, I'm gonna butcher his last name. It starts with an L. Latibidier.
I'm not a frequent TMZ viewer.
Me neither. But anyways, he's addressing his doubts on the video, according to Fox 4. And he, in an interview with Fox 5 DC, he said, "My gut was it was her, but then I started looking at some of the comments and things that people are posting about why they don't think it's her, and they have some points." And he said the discrepancies pointed out that he's also noticed are her height, especially compared to Williams, her chin, and her stride. He said, quote, "I have gone back and forth 3 different times. I've looked at this video so often."
And that's why we're live with it.
Mm-hmm.
We're live with it because I've gone back and forth in my head several times on this live stream.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what do we believe?
Yeah. And if the TMZ host is saying that, they're the ones that obtained the video, so that's even crazier.
But on the other hand,
Yeah.
I think people sometimes when they see someone say, like, this video is sketchy, will automatically look at it and think that it's sketchy. They're seeing what they want to see.
I agree.
It feels sketchy. It's from a distance.
Oh, I get it.
But everything after the picture, I just feel like it hasn't helped their case.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
Again, any other celebrity in the world just puts out a tweet, an Instagram post, goes live on their phone. But these are the royals. This is the flow of communication is so official. It's the most official in the world. You have more access to the White House than you do the royal family. I mean, it's true. It's just the White House. You have the press secretary coming out once a day to update the American public on what is going on. With the royals, you're getting a statement here, a statement there, a doctored photo here, doctored photo there. It's the inaccessibility, given their stature and international stardom, is absolutely just wild.
Yeah, that's why they can't ignore rumors online, even though, 20 years ago they would have just done that.
Mm-hmm.
My very good friend here, Ed, is saying that I believe that you have more style than you give yourself credit for, but not a lot more.
I've seen that maroon suit.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Bucks bonus.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
See, these two are my friends, Ed. They're sticking up for me.
I'll hype you up.
Let's see here. Like this, I think the number one comment that I am seeing is coming from Lindsay here. I think this is the number one thing.
Yeah.
And I want to do more research now. And this is why I love live streaming, because I can parse through a lot of comments and get an idea as to where the public discourse is on a particular story. And the narrative that we're seeing in our comment section, I think the number one thing that I'm seeing is people that are baffled that these two are just walking about without security. Now, again, that guy could be a super secret agent, could be James Bond himself. Right there.
Oh my God, that's Jason Bourne.
Right. I mean, it could be just that guy. Look, do you see the guy in the hoodie? That was
the black
in the
black
shadows.
hoodie.
There's a guy in the shadows. Hold on, let me go back.
There's
a
two people
guy
walking
in the
behind them.
shadows. Right there. Do you see the guy next to Casey's face there in the?
Okay, yeah.
How do you know that's not
gray jacket? That's true.
Hands
in
our
his
equivalent
pockets.
of the secret? Right. Doesn't he look like a guy who's trying to blend in?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the guy walking behind them could be security.
It could be both.
But there's also someone walking next to him.
There could be.
Could be multiple.
It's the royal family. Everyone at this farmer's market could be security.
The
Every
security
single
guy is
solitary
a
person.
body double.
The person taking the video could be security. They could all be security for all we know. We just don't know. So I want to invite Rebecca Barry on camera. Let's bring up the Stream Center shot. We need a meteorologist's opinion.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
in your
I'm
wheelhouse.
gonna bring up the center mic.
Okay.
Rebecca, everyone, Rebecca Barry, meteorologist here at WFLA. Welcome in. Oh yeah. You have to like spin it around. Hold on.
Does it go up?
Oh, we have to move some microphones here.
Cool.
Are we good? We good? Ready? Good?
Everyone welcome Rebecca in the comments section. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Yay.
Okay, what do you think?
Okay, what do I think? I think that there's a possibility that this is a lesson for all of us in boundaries. She told us that she had a private surgery and that she would be back after Easter. Is it Easter? No. So she feels like she doesn't have to say anything. That's one theory, and it's not my favorite. The second theory is the photo that was released of her in the car
Yes.
versus what we're seeing with these images. One of them is not her because those are two vastly different people in terms of the facial structure and how much.
With the sunglasses on
Yeah,
that picture.
yeah, her,
Mm.
the face
They're
there.
only 2 weeks apart. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more than 15 pounds apart. So one of them is not her. I think that the Palace's behavior's very odd. I know that that's been their go-to is we don't say anything ever, but I think you have to at this point because people are worried about her. They're just concerned for her well-being, and those are your fans. Why would you not? Why would you not? And
There's clearly a royal playbook, Rebecca, of how much information to divulge to the public, and you have to wonder if the playbook deserves an evaluation, right? Because times have changed.
Yeah, and Diana was a disruptor to the royal playbook, and I think people got that feeling about Kate is that she could be a disruptor to the royal playbook as well. And I think if she does want to have that kind of role, here's your chance. Because once again, the royals, as you guys were talking about, don't do anything for themselves. Do we really think she was, playing on her phone, editing in this photo? No. And if she did have abdominal surgery, why is she carrying a bag? You're not supposed to lift things for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised she was up walking around. Like, depending on how
Because they made
extensive
it
her surgery
seem like
was.
such a in-depth, like, serious surgery.
Well, when you internet sleuthed, or maybe just I internet sleuth, what kind of surgeries would require that kind of downtime, they were very serious. There were surgeries involving a colostomy bag and other sorts of really unpleasant things that you would have to recover from. And it's not stroll through the market carrying your groceries recovery time. It's serious recovery time.
We're
And we
also
don't-
walking kind of fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we know when in January her plans. We don't have a surgery date. I don't believe we
I'll
have
consult my notes.
we have a date.
Yeah, I think we do.
I think we do.
I think it was, like, January 17th.
January 29th.
Okay.
It
29th.
when was
the
her
date,
surgery.
Was the date of the surgery?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I did not know that date. So so now knowing that date, 2 to 3 months is a relatively conservative, recovery time.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I don't know if you
it's
guys have
March
seen
20th.
that people that work at that facility tried to access her medical records.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that's
did.
crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
And then the fact that really nobody visited her but her mom.
I know.
And William just once, no kids.
I know.
That's so strange.
Annie is joining us from Sweden. Wow.
Ooh.
Sweden's in the house. Yes. And Annie put in, I love that she put in the comment, in case we didn't know, Sweden is in Europe.
We did know that one.
Not that dumb.
We might be Americans, but we know that Sweden is in Europe.
We know what IKEA is.
Hey, JB, the bodyguards should/are closer to the couple than the people in the video, in my opinion. They have to be able to protect. I think that meant to say protect them. If she has had abdominal surgery this big, don't think she'd be allowed to carry bags. Exactly to your point, Rebecca.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to be carrying both those bags.
Another comment here from
Step it up.
Dolphin
Yeah.
on YouTube Live. Hey, JB, also the hair, 2 different colors. You guys see different hair colors here? It's kind of hard because you're talking about different shades of brown, right?
Being a woman, we don't judge people on different hair colors. 'Cause ours may be a different color at any certain day or time. Especially if she hasn't had time to get her hair touched up, if she's been truly recovering.
Yeah. The thing
if
is,
the video wasn't taken on a potato, we would probably be able to figure it out. But
so she's supposed to make a return on Easter, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's in 11 days. So what happens if Easter comes and goes and we hear nothing?
One of the gossip magazines posted a tweet. It was actually a gif of Michael Jackson like jumping out with fireworks, and it's because the rumor from her inner court is that she's planning her return with a bang after Easter, and so that's the rumor mill going around out there. So that's interesting.
You know what's so interesting about this too is that this could all get squashed in 5 seconds.
Yep.
With one statement, one image, one video, one announcement, anything, and this all goes away. It's okay.
Or does it?
Or does it?
It is a world that loves conspiracy theories, and I think there's something fun about conspiracy theories in a gossipy sense that people can come together and talk about it. So I think that in some ways conspiracy theories unite us as much as they divide us. But this one's definitely been an interesting one. It could be quashed. Maybe they're having fun with it too and enjoying their boundaries. I did see on the Today Show that one of their neighbors, who's a very prominent figure, said that it's absolutely her. I see them all the time. I'm their neighbor. Like, that's them. So he's trying to quiet things down a bit.
Yeah.
But we will not be quieted.
Yeah, you can't censor us.
I mean, there's no containing this now.
Yeah.
There is no true containing this now, because people are going to have their opinions. Like Dolphin following up here, when she lowers her head, look at the top of the back of her hair. There's a seam there, like it was an overlay. I mean, this is the level of detail that people are going into this video and combing through this.
I feel like it's going to continue to be like this. People are going to overanalyze everything that the palace puts out from here on out because they've had such distrust almost.
This was shot on like a Nokia flip phone from 1996.
For real.
MC says, hey, JB, they really didn't help themselves with that botched Mother's
what I'm
Day
saying,
picture.
yeah.
It caused even more attention. The level of attention towards this story is lessened if that photo doesn't come out, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
That photo, and again, we'll show you the photo here from the Stream Center. This photo caused a lot of uproar on the internet in and of itself because it was manipulated. And then, of course, Kate Middleton releasing a statement and putting her own C signature on it, saying that she herself edited this photo, which...
We're not buying.
No.
I was looking at the three of you. No one's buying it.
Not if you're recovering from a surgery.
And
You're just hunched
you're
over
a
on
princess.
Photoshop. Yeah.
You're a princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
We'll
have
definitely have
for that.
people for that.
Now, I'm gonna play the other side of the coin here for just a second. They're people that are, very, very mindful of their own, public appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she wanted to touch up the photo herself and decided to do it on her own.
If she were good at it, I would buy that. But
Yeah.
Do we know if Kate Middleton has Photoshop skills?
we can
Do
tell
we-
from this
Well,
that she does not.
She's not wearing her ring in
Well,
the
not
picture.
good Photoshop
That's
skills.
what
She's not wearing her wedding ring.
That's why I think it really kicked this off, because she wasn't wearing the wedding ring in the photo. So then people started asking. So then some people started zooming in on her hand, and then all of a sudden Charlotte had an extra sleeve. So the fact that we're still not talking about the fact that she wasn't wearing her wedding ring in the photo, as put together as she is.
Yeah. Has she ever been seen without it before?
I mean, I've been married for 10 years. And if I forget my wedding ring at home, it's bothering me all day long because I can't feel it. And honestly, I'm a meteorologist. If I have time, I turn around and I go back home to get my wedding ring before I go on television, because I don't want there to be any weirdness or rumors or
Okay.
anything
Emails.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't want any question about the strength of my marriage. So I have approximately 1/1000th of the following that Princess Kate does. And if you are going to Photoshop it, Photoshop that ring on there.
Right.
I mean, as a woman, you know it's important.
I'm a guy and I feel naked without my ring on.
Yeah.
If it's off, my hand feels weird. It feels completely bizarre. And so, yeah.
Attention to detail. And that detail was missing. So
Casey's on it. Casey's sleuthing
Look at me.
on these photos hardcore. Okay. We've got 461 votes. You see it there?
oh, we're so close.
At the bottom of the screen, folks. We're trying to get to 500 votes, and then we will reveal how many people out there. What is the split, right? What is the split? Is it actually close to 50-50? Is it not? Go to heyjb.live or world.heyjb.live, and you can vote in that poll. It's literally one tap. Anywhere we could demonstrate it for people. Anybody want to bring it up on their phones really quickly and just kind of demonstrate? Again, we want to file a
I actually
vote real
already
quick.
voted,
Oh,
but
you
I can
did?
confirm it's a single click.
Okay. It's
All I have is a
really
remote.
simple, really easy, no tracking, no ads, no nothing, no gotcha moment. It's just a means for us to see how you're doing out there and how you feel about the stories that we cover. And this is one of the stories that we are covering today because I've seen this video a million times and I cannot figure out for the life of me if it is actually the royal couple or not. I'm flip-flopping back and forth endlessly on this.
JB and I were having this conversation, so I just want to ask you girls, do you like the hashtag KateGate or Waterkate better?
Oh,
Kate
they're
Gate.
both so
Kate
good, but
Definitely
Kate Gate.
Kate Gate.
Kate Gate.
KateGate it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a lady, but I'm gonna just jump in there and say Kate Gate. Kate Gate. Kate Gate. Jessica says, let's talk about Riley Strain. Yeah, we are gonna try to have more coverage of Riley Strain in the future. That is a story out of Nashville we've been paying close attention to, and hopefully we can get some updates out of Nashville as well. That is the 22-year-old Missouri student who vanished after a night out in downtown Nashville, out with his fraternity brothers. That story, I want to be very transparent, that story is very much on our radar and something that we intend to cover as updates continuously come on in.
But what a contrast to how much video we have of that 90 seconds versus how much video we have of this issue.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, just I'm trying to make sense of how there can really only be one video of this moment in the UK, but I don't know.
I would imagine they live in an upscale area. Perhaps the surveillance video is not much of an issue there because it's such an affluent area. You wouldn't have issues or need for security. Or just like with, if you've ever been to a private airport that like private jets fly in and out of, they don't allow any surveillance because very, very powerful people are coming in and out. So there's no security camera. There's no way you could see if someone had landed or not. So this might be a similar situation for this area. Very prominent people live there.
And since it's so close to their house, maybe people are used to seeing them there. Like, it's nothing new. It's not shocking.
Like the neighbor that had the statement on the Today Show this morning.
Yeah, but I guess given the speculation,
I saw the
her.
height difference comment, and I just think that the angle, and you can't tell what, if they're on a slant or not. I don't know that that's a kill shot or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're almost there at 500.
Woo woo.
We're getting close. Paulina, hey JB, for the American public, it's very common for Kate and William to go to the public like that. It's a walking distance from Windsor Castle. Don't overthink it, I think is what Paulina is trying to say.
Paulina, unfortunately, we are all here to overthink today.
Yeah.
That was the point of this, is we were completely overthinking it. But I get her point, because the neighbor said that this is very common. She said it's very common. She clearly has more knowledge of this than any of the four of us do.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just can't help but think that there would be more attention paid. But I also see where Paulina is coming from here. Kate hasn't been. It's not as if this is a routine visit to the farmer's market.
Can we Google and see if they do this all the time? Do they walk to the farmer's market every Sunday?
Is it like commonplace for them to do that? Like when pre-surgery for Kate? I mean, is that something that would be a normal part of?
And we are really close to the day, 11 days, to where she said she would be fine. So maybe she could carry a bag at this point. Maybe she could drive at this point. Those sorts of things.
Lady G says it's very common when we are under normal circumstances, Paulina.
Pointing out that this is not a normal circumstance with her surgery and with the fact that the entire world thinks that something's up.
Manda Panda, I was late to the stream. I didn't know that you had an internet. Yeah, we now have, for our international audience, you can also vote on heyjb.live. So,
cool. I remember you telling me about that issue. I'm glad you got it fixed.
Yeah. With world.heyjb.live was the only thing that we could come up with that worked. So hopefully we can engage with people around the world on the stories that we cover.
There are some where they're like walking on a nature trail.
So not a lot of footage out there of this happening on other days.
Yeah, it's mostly just them walking, like I'm assuming on their property. Interesting.
All right. We are 6 votes away. Who's going to be the final 6 votes on our website?
If I had anything other than a remote in my hand, I would be one of them, but left my phone.
What would be, okay, well, Rebecca, why don't you reveal what your vote would be?
I vote no. I'm here for the conspiracy. Let's do this. I think that either that first photo in the car was not her or this is not her. I don't know which one.
One of them is not her.
One of them is not her because they're so vastly different looking.
What you're saying. I will. I am flip-flopping hardcore on this.
Gotta land.
I'm gonna land.
Stick the landing.
I'm gonna stick the landing, and it's gonna shock you. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I actually do think it could be them. And I'll tell you why. I can't not look at William. And I'm looking at William, and I genuinely do think that is William.
Oh, I think that's William.
for sure. But is it her?
You guys.
I'm just
You gotta
saying.
land.
You're thinking it's William and another lady.
I think that
a lookalike.
a body double
yeah.
is an absolute possibility. I think that like celebrities have body doubles for security purposes. Why
if she's
wouldn't
still recovering and they want to be like,
if they're trying to make this go away, if there's some weird scrambling going on behind the scenes?
I think the fact that we haven't seen her in so long, the fact that she had a surgery, the fact that she's not wearing makeup, the fact that it's not her normal appearance, I am leaning right now towards yes, that it is actually them. I'm gonna go against the conspiracy theorists, but let's see what people had to say. Wow.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Knew it. It was way more than what we thought it was going to be.
Wow.
Not even close.
Conspiracy theories unite us.
77% of our audience in an unscientific social media based poll believe that it is not William and Kate in the TMZ video. So I'm in the minority, but
When's the last time 77% of people agreed on it?
That's a good point. Yeah, uniting the world.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Over the course of this stream, I was mostly in the yes camp, and I kind of flipped towards the end. But man, it could go either way. Honestly, it could. But the conspiracy theorists are loving every second of it, because if it's not Kate and William, or if it's not just Kate, then who is actually? Is it a double? Or is it just a random Joe and Jane walking down the street shopping for fruits and vegetables?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What? If you are a couple that look like them, do you think there's a market for that? Do you think there's some sort of profitability to being like William and Kate look-alike?
For sure.
Yeah, hire them for your birthday party.
Yeah.
William and Kate impersonators.
My God.
This is the greatest free commercial for those William and Kate impersonators on the planet.
Right.
Get on it.
In like a week and a half, they're going to be like, that was us.
Yeah,
You can
like,
hire us.
Yeah, fake a video.
We'll do your
and send
canvas.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We will, of course, pay very close attention to this story, and anything that we have, we will post to
WFLA.com or the WFLA app.
You guys are the WFLA.com team, so I feel like it's more natural if you say
That's
it than me.
correct.
Big shout out for Casey Sloan and Rachel Tucker.
Thank
They
you.
write and publish all of the web content on WFLA.com alongside our award-winning, incredible team. And Rebecca Barry.
Hi. Just here for the gossip.
Just here for the tea. Here for the tea.
Absolutely.
Folks, we really appreciate it. Really quickly on Riley Strain, very, very, very closely are we monitoring that story. If there's any updates on that story, we'll be back live in the Stream Center as soon as we get that information coming in. That of course, has been one that I've been paying very, very close attention to. As we publish stories on our website, on WFLA.com, about Riley Strain. So fingers crossed. Everybody who voted, we are trying to work out the kinks in our voting platform. Rebecca was noting that world.heyjb.live is still a very new thing, so that our international audience can vote on that tool as well. Everybody who clicked on the poll, we appreciate it. And again, one more time, 77% of our audience thinks that it is not William and Kate in the TMZ video. You can continue to sound off here in the comments below. Any final thoughts before we wrap up our stream, Rachel, Rebecca, and Casey?
I'll say again, people have too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway.
But again, to Casey's point, if this was Taylor Swift, people would be losing their minds
Oh,
here
absolutely.
stateside.
Yeah.
Casey,
Final
anything?
thoughts?
I don't have anything.
Rebecca?
This was fun.
I'm just here for the gossip. I just really enjoy gossiping.
I do
so,
too.
You know, I'm here for any of those.
Oh yeah,
Any of those sorts of streams.
piping hot tea.
Yes.
I'm going to hit the thank you for watching button, but the gossiping doesn't end here. Thank you so much for joining us here in the Stream Center. We'll see you next time here from WFLA.